What is up guys, Jarv here, back today with an Outriders video. In today's video we're pulling back the curtain on the latest Worldslayer update. We're going to take a look at the new campaign, the new enemies, the new environments, all the new guns and gear that you can earn, and the awesome new endgame content that's available. There's a lot to uncover in this amazing update, so be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below, and be sure to use our dedicated link down in the video description for all the latest Worldslayer info. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Now massive shout out to Square Enix for sponsoring and paying for this video. And as we said in the intro, if you want to check out all the latest Worldslayer info, then be sure to use my dedicated link down in the video description below. Now Worldslayer is an absolutely massive update to Outriders, both for new and returning players. The goal of Worldslayer is to expand and improve on everything that we loved about the original Outriders. With Worldslayer we get a brand new campaign with almost 100 new legendary items and gear to earn, new level caps, a new Apocalypse tier difficulty mode, new and exclusive Apocalypse variety items, as well as many new systems and ways to play to further progress your characters in the wonderful world of Enoch. Now Outriders Worldslayer is available on PC via Steam, the Epic Game Store and GeForce Now, the Xbox Series X and S, the original Xbox One, the PS5 and also the PS4 and Stadia. You can pretty much play wherever you like, and the game supports full crossplay to enable you to team up with different players across different platforms. Now Worldslayer kicks off on the 30th of June, and if you pre-order you get early access allowing you to jump in from the 28th of June. Now Worldslayer includes the original Outriders as well, and if you already own Outriders, then you simply need to purchase the Worldslayer digital upgrade to jump into all the new amazing content. And as with the original Outriders, Worldslayer allows for a limited time demo experience on most platforms, and any progress during these demos will carry over into the full game. Now as we touched upon earlier in the video, Worldslayer contains almost 100 new legendary items, including new legendary armor sets for each and every class. Now these legendary sets come with 5 pieces, and there's also new 3-piece legendary armor sets which are universally equipable with all the classes in the game. Now these pieces of armor provide interesting new set bonuses while still also allowing you to mix and match them with other armor that you already have. Now if you're new to Outriders and aren't too sure which of the 4 classes that you want to pick, we made a video right here on the channel covering all 4 classes and their abilities, traits and bonuses. So if you're thinking about jumping into Outriders for the very first time, be sure to check out that video as well, and I'll leave the link to that down in the video description below. Now as well as picking your class, if you're new to Outriders, there's also a level 30 boost available to you as soon as you jump into Worldslayer. This allows you to jump straight into the brand new content, and if you're already an Outriders veteran you can try out any of the new classes very easily by using this boost as well. Now you can use this boost as many times as you like, and once you use the boost you can still access all the previous content from the original game via the timeline feature, and all the missions and activities will scale to your level. Now the brand new campaign delves deeper into the alien nature of Enoch and all the backstory of this incredible world. Now the Worldslayer campaign is slightly shorter than the original campaign, but with that being said there's a greater combat variety than before and many more epic and alien environments to explore. Now on top of a new campaign and new guns and armor to earn, there's also new progression systems introduced with Worldslayer. This comes in the form of the Pax class tree, and this is a separate class tree from the existing 3-branch class tree that you may be familiar with if you've already played the original game. Now the Pax tree unlocks at level 30 after you start the Worldslayer content. Now to level up this particular tree you'll need Pax points to activate the nodes, and you'll earn these points by completing key Worldslayer content milestones. And just like the original class tree, this Pax tree can be freely respec'd at absolutely no cost whatsoever. Now the idea behind this Pax tree is to further evolve our existing classes. Each node in this Pax tree is the equivalent to a major node in the original class tree, so every choice that you make here will have a very impactful performance on your Outrider overall. Now as well as the pack system that allows us to make our Outriders even more badass, there's even an Ascension point system, and this will make you stronger from the more battle experience that you earn, and is designed to reward players who like to spend their time in the endgame. Now the Ascension system is only available after you reach level 30 and is only available if you own the Worldslayer update. Now, any XP that you earn after hitting level 30 will go towards your Ascension level, which rewards you with Ascension points. Now, you can invest these points into different aspects of your character's abilities. These include brutality, endurance, prowess, and anomaly. And each of these categories have 5 options to invest in, and these include things like better armor, more health, higher crit hit chance, and so much more. It adds a whole new level to your Outriders customization, and much like all the other class trees, can be respec'd at absolutely any time, which is absolutely perfect, allowing you to experiment with all the different combinations that best complement your build and play style. Now, there are 200 Ascension points to earn in total, and to earn them all will take you literally hundreds of hours of gameplay. Now, on top of that, there's also a brand new Apocalypse tier system. If you played the original Outriders, all the difficulty was managed via the world tiers, and this was for the campaign, and the challenge tiers for the end game expeditions on the original game. Now, these have all been replaced with the Apocalypse tier system. Now, these tiers go up to level 40 and literally acts as an extension to the world tiers from the original Outriders campaign. Now, these will impact your max level of equipable gear, the level and rarity of the loot that you receive, and the amount of XP that you earn from different activities. Now, the challenge tiers from the original game have been removed entirely, and as a result, you can now play both the expeditions and the Worldslayer content via the Apocalypse tiers. And it's important to note that the tiers on the expeditions will change to the Apocalypse tiers even if you don't own the Worldslayer update. Now, when you kick off with the Worldslayer content, it will automatically change to this brand new Apocalypse tier system, and you'll stay on this system no matter the content that you're playing, even if you play the original campaign. Now, if you do choose to play the original campaign on the Apocalypse tier system, this will give you an informal new game on top of experience and stronger enemies and new loot to earn. And you can even manually switch yourself back to the original world tiers if you're playing the original campaign content too. Now, with that being said, the max Apocalypse tier that you can unlock via the expeditions without owning Worldslayer is currently tier 15, and this corresponds to the max gear level of 50, which is similar to the challenge tier 15 in the original game. Now, if you can achieve Apocalypse tier 40, your max gear level will be 75, which is the new gear cap in Worldslayer. Now, it's important to keep in mind that the Apocalypse tiers is a brand new difficulty mode and not a progression system. Only the most dedicated players will make it to Apocalypse tier 40, and to do that you'll need a well optimized Outrider and an incredible team alongside you. Now, the reason you'll want to level up your Apocalypse tier is to make sure you have the best chance possible to get your hands on some new and exclusive Apocalypse gear variants. Now, these drop as epic and legendary pieces of gear in the game and have a third mod slot available. Now, these pieces of gear can only be earned through drops and cannot be crafted in the game. Now, whilst you can't craft them, the third Apocalypse mod socket can be edited. So if you find an Apocalypse variant of a powerful legendary with a strong mod in the Apocalypse slot, then this piece of gear could be absolutely key to unlocking the maximum power potential of your Outrider. Now, with the brand new campaign, all the new awesome loot and those new systems in place, it's time to talk about one of the most important parts of Worldslayer, and that's the new end game content, and that comes hand in hand with targeted loot farming. So if there's a particular armor piece that you're seeking, or further still a specific mod that armor piece needs to have, then the new end game in Worldslayer will be right up your street. Now, during the campaign in Worldslayer, you'll visit the ancient packed city of Tarya, Gratar, and the end game activity is called the Trial of Tarya, Gratar, and this is a gauntlet run filled with epic battles and incredible loot. Now, each run of this trial will start you at the very beginning, and you have a limited number of attempts to make it to the end before it resets. Now, during the trial, you'll encounter various crossroads, and you can choose any direction that you like. This will take you to troves, dangerous rooms filled with incredible loot, huge boss arenas, epic battles that we have to overcome to reach the next stage of the trial. If at any time that you die, you'll return to the previous crossroad and you have another attempt to pass. However, if you quit or die more than 3 times, then the trials will reset and you'll have to start from the very beginning. Now, unlike the rest of the game, these Trials of Tarya Gratar work a little bit differently in the sense that this is balanced for 3 players and doesn't scale down for individual players or duos in quite the same way that the campaign does, and it's not intended to be soloed, especially at the higher Apocalypse tiers. The best way to progress during the trial is to find an advanced team with classes and builds that all synergize together perfectly. And once you have that, one of the new elements introduced through the trial is targeted loot farming. So in these trials, certain troves will always grant you certain items. So if you're looking for a new pair of boots, you can make a specific run to that trove, allowing you to chase down a specific item. So that's a good look at everything that we can expect from Worldslayer. And remember, everything is worthwhile in the end game. A massive shout out once again to Square Enix for sponsoring and paying for this video. And if you want to find out all the latest Worldslayer information, then be sure to check out my link down in the video description below. So there we have it, guys, a good overview of the Outriders Worldslayer update. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out one of the 2 videos you see here in these cards for more Outriders and Destiny content. And if you want to keep up to date with everything to do with Outriders and Destiny 2, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always, guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.